What's up, guys? I picked up me a set of these wheels for the rear. These are some 10th anniversary replica wheels that are 17 by 10.5. So these are a rear wheel setup. I've been looking for one of these or some of these for like over a year now, and they've been discontinued. So luckily I found some on the Facebook marketplace on the 0304 Cobra page. They're pretty nice because they have like that deep concave look to them. So I'm not a big fan of the deep dish look for the replica wheels out there like these. And also we're gonna go ahead and put some new 2 front tires on the car, as those nettles are really old. I think they're like 10 years old, so yeah, definitely need to change them out. So I got some brand new Toyo tires for those. And while I'm doing this, I've had a few people ask me where exactly to jack up a car or lift it and put jack stands on the car. So I'm gonna be touching that quickly, just to kind of show where I place the jack. And for one thing, this is a lowered car, so, and right here I have a low profile jack. The problem is the car is so low that even the low profile jack is not low enough to go all the way up to the subframe. So the fix for that is using these ramps I made myself out of 2x12 wood. So essentially I'm going to put them in the front tires and kind of drive up on it just enough. It'll give me enough clearance, about 4 inches, to be able to put my jack underneath and lift from the subframe. So now that I got the car on the ramps, I have enough room to put my low profile jack underneath. And essentially in the front, where I jack on the car is on the sub. There is your subframe, and I will place the jack right next to it. And then for the back, you have what's called these torque boxes. That's where you can lift and also put jack stands as needed right there. So today's the next day. Just check out that rear stance a little closer. Oh yeah. So I got the wheels installed. And by the way, I forgot to mention, these are American Muscle wheels, which are discontinued now. So I was pretty lucky to find me a set. Now the next thing I gotta take care of is, if you look closely, the color between that wheel versus the original 10th anniversary wheel. These are much darker. So I already talked to my paint and body guy, and he's gonna go ahead and paint the rear wheels and to match a color really close to what the original anthracite gray OEM color from these 10th anniversary wheels. And by the way, if you're curious, these are the tires I'm running in the back. They are Netto NTO5Rs and 315/35/17s. And I decided to keep the 1-inch spacer because, man, it just looks super aggressive like this. Like, just check out that angle. And you might be wondering how come I don't have center caps on these wheels. Well, unfortunately, the OEM caps do not fit these American Muscle wheels. The outside diameter does fit, but it does not clip in. So I had to order me some American Muscle caps, and there's like a little hack that you can do. So pretty much I'm going to take the OEM caps and take off just the black SVT center from it. This part right here, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna stake it onto the American Muscle caps with some double-sided tape, so that way it'll like maintain that factory look. So these right here are my OEM SVT center caps from the wheels. So as I mentioned earlier, they will not fit onto the American Muscle aftermarket wheels that I put on. So I just bought these, you know, just some cheap center caps that will fit. And here's the main difference. If you can see, the clips, the legs are way shorter on this OEM cap versus the aftermarket cap, and that's why it wasn't snapping on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off these faces, and with some molding tape, 3M molding tape, I'm going to put them on here. Put the new centers on the caps, and it looks pretty good, I think. They're ready to go onto the wheels. Okay, so several weeks later, finally got my wheels back from getting paint matched. It's a little bit darker. This is the new rear setup. It's a little bit darker versus the fronts, but it's much better versus how it was to begin with. And all I cared was that it'd be somewhat close to the original color, the anthracite color. So I'm pretty happy with it. So just as a comparison between the rear and the front, you can really see how concave these are versus the fronts. Let's kind of go around the car and check out how those wheels look in this car. It looks a whole lot more aggressive now. It's got that really nice deep concave look in the back. So to me, the car, the way it looks like from the exterior now, I mean, I couldn't be any happier. It's pretty much perfect for me. Like, this wheel setup is a wheel setup I'm going to run for quite a while, until one day that I can get some CCW classics. But the advantage of having a 10.5-inch wide wheel now on the back is that I can fit the 315s. I can get the most tire contact as possible now, instead of having them on the OEM 9-inch wide wheels. This thing is just like crazy clean. Very, very happy with how it looks. And the SVT cap, this is how it looks like. It kind of sticks out a little bit, but honestly, from far away, or other people won't really realize, that's just the way how it turned out. But I think it looks pretty clean, way better than like the American Muscle brand caps. But again, these wheels are discontinued, so it's pretty cool that I was able to find me a set. Like, just take a look at this. It's freaking aggressive. This is definitely the most meanest, baddest rear end for any Mustang. Changed my mind. It's so timeless, so bold and edgy and wide. I love it. So yeah, guys, that's a little wrap up for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more. Lowe's Car 50 out.